What if I told you can get about 80% of the Leatherman Arc experience for way less money? Same free magnetic platform, same one-handed tools, same made in the USA quality, but without the premium MagnaCut steel price tag. Today we're taking a deep dive into the Leatherman Free P2, why people overlook it, who it actually makes sense for, and in the end, we're going to compare it directly to the Leatherman Arc to answer the question everyone's asking. Is the Free P2 basically a budget Arc? Let's get into it. The Free P2 is part of Leatherman's Free series. This was a really big shift for them when it launched because it moved away from traditional nail nick tools and stiff deployments. Everything here is built around magnets and smooth action. One hand opening, one hand closing. No broken fingernails, no awkward two-hand wrestling match. This is a full-size multi-tool, but it's thinner and lighter than a lot of older Leatherman models. It feels modern in a way that classic multi-tools do not. Right out of the box, the Free P2 feels solid. Stainless steel construction, tight tolerances, no rattling or flex. The magnets are the star of the show here, and the tool snaps into place with a really satisfying click. It sounds dumb, but it generally makes you want to fidget with it, which also means you're more actually likely to use it. The pocket clip comes installed, which is huge. Pocket carry is really comfortable, and it disappears better than you would expect for a full-size multi-tool. Weight-wise, it is a little noticeable, but not annoying. This is something you can carry daily without it becoming a burden. This is so easy to carry. I went a good 2 years just carrying this as my main multi-tool and left the knife at home, and this was my do-it-all tool. Outside of a little rust on the main blade, this thing still looks brand new. So here's what you're getting with the Free P2. First up, a 420HC combo blade, spring-loaded scissors, a Phillips driver, and a medium flat driver, a pry tool, package opener, can opener, bottle opener, wood/metal file, and an awl and ruler. And on the inside, we have a needle nose and regular nose pliers, replaceable wire and hard wire cutters, electrical crimper, and a wire stripper. This is a very practical tool set. Nothing feels like filler. Every tool here has real-world use. The blade steel is 420HC, which some people might complain about, but honestly it's fine for a multi-tool and it's easy to sharpen. For everyday tasks, it gets the job done. It did seem to rust just being carried in the pocket, but it's not a huge deal. The scissors are surprisingly good, way better than older Leatherman scissors. They handle zip ties and packaging without struggling. These are probably my most used tool on this guy. I will say I don't love the sculpted Phillips head driver. It would have been nice to see a standard bit driver like on the Wave so you could swap out different bits. So the real question is, how does this carry in the real world? Fortunately, this is where the Free P2 really shines. One-handed access makes a massive difference. You can pull it out of your pocket, flick a tool open, use it, close it, all without putting anything down. If you actually use a multi-tool at work or around the house, this matters way more than people think. The pliers are smooth and well aligned. The grip is solid. There's no hot spots when squeezing hard. Also, the pocket clip is strong and secure. It stays put. There's no fear of losing it. For everyday tasks like opening boxes, tightening screws, quick fixes, the Free P2 is excellent, and for a long while, I felt like this was the greatest Leatherman could offer. That is until this guy showed up. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, and that's the Leatherman Arc. The Arc is Leatherman's flagship. Premium materials, MagnaCut blade steel, bit driver system, higher price. So here are the big differences. For blade steel, the Arc uses MagnaCut, which is objectively better. Holds an edge longer, more corrosion resistant. This also features a thumb stud, similar to what you would find on a standard folding knife, so it's a little bit easier to deploy. If blade performance is your top priority, the Arc wins hands down. Tool system. The Arc uses interchangeable bits and also features a micro bit driver for smaller bits to reach those super tiny screws. The Free P2 just uses fixed drivers. For most people, fixed drivers are fine, but if you want max versatility, the Arc has the edge. Now price. This is the big one. The Arc currently retails around the $250 mark, while the Free P2 comes in way cheaper at just $120. You're saving a significant amount of money. You can buy 2 of these for the price of just 1 of these. Is a MagnaCut blade really worth double the cost? Now for feel and action. This might surprise people, but the action on the Free P2 feels just as good. Same free platform, same free magnetic system, same smooth deployment. So is the Free P2 a budget Arc? In a lot of ways it kinda is. You lose the premium steel and bit compatibility, but you keep the core experience. You keep the one-handed operation, keep the build quality, and the free platform. For most users, myself included, the free P2 makes way more sense. So who's the free P2 for? This is perfect for somebody who wants a modern Leatherman without paying flagship prices. If you actually use your multi-tool daily, or just want something simple and reliable, or if you even want just a pocket carry instead of using a sheath, this is the great choice. If you're a steel nerd or want max modularity, then the ARC still might be your pick. But for normal everyday carry, the free P2 hits a really nice sweet spot. The Leatherman Free P2 is one of the most underrated multi-tools Leatherman makes, or made, as I believe these have now been discontinued. It's not flashy, doesn't have a fancy steel, but it works, and it carries really well. And the free platform generally improves the multi-tool experience. If you've been eyeing the ARC but cannot justify the price, the free P2 might be the smartest move in the Leatherman lineup. Let me know down in the comments if you would take the free P2 or spend the extra cash on the ARC. And if this helped you out, hit that like button, subscribe for more everyday carry content, and I'll catch you in the next one.